I thought this was going to be easy, but now that I'm here, all my mind is saying is like, you're in trouble, you're in trouble. I don't know if it's saying that like I am in trouble or it's asking me that I have to go to the toilet really fast, but it's all right. Let me start. So, yeah, I was thinking about it, and I think smoking is a very healthy act if you don't consider lighting the cigarette. Like, just think about it, You're having a stressful day at work, and you're like, oh, fuck, you just go outside to like a quiet street, you take something, you don't light it, and you just breathe. I think that's the best way to cure anxiety. So I think that smoking might actually be good for health. Yeah, because I started working at the Combini, and every time I see someone buying a pack of cigarettes, it's always like some old people, right? So yeah, I thought I should like talk to one of them. So I was like, hey grandpa, you like smoking cigarettes? And he said, why are you calling me grandpa? I'm 35 years old. I'm an Indian kid and I'm single, as you guys know. So I'm having like trouble finding like a girl, right? So I look at my dad, and he's a Indian guy. He's going bald. He's a geologist, not the most like exciting profession, but he still managed to get my mother, who's like a beautiful lady. So I'm like, maybe like I should get some advice from him. So one day I asked him, Papa, can you like give me some dating advice? And my dad was like, yes, beta. I was dreaming about this day when you will come to me and ask me for advice. The most important thing you have to remember is that dating is not a science, it's an art. Right? You have to look, understand the situation, and when everything is done, that's when you take the samples and you can compare the isotopic ratios and date the rock. And I'm like, ah, that's what I get for asking a geologist how to date. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I started working in the company recently, and some people told me that it's going to help me learn Japanese. So I was like very excited about it, but it was not what I expected because no one teaches you Japanese. You're just supposed to like pick up on these words everyone is using. So it's different from like a classroom experience. So yeah, but I'm still like, I think I've managed to learn a few Japanese words by now. Like I know this I know this word. It means like food that's free, but it tastes a little bit wonky. It's haiki, and also I know this this other phrase. It means like hide your phone. There's a customer in the shop. It's irashaimase. And yeah, so
Got
yeah,
this, man.
so if I were a fruit, I would consider myself to be more like a banana because with a banana, you can always see when it's not good just by looking at the cover, right? But I think the kind of fruit I want to be is an apple because 3 weeks back I bought an apple and I kept it on top of my fridge, and till now it looks the same as the day I bought it. So yeah, it's just like rotting on the inside, but it looks completely fine. Yeah,
Oh.
I wish I was an apple, honestly. Yeah, wait. Okay, it was Pride Month last month, so I was just thinking about it. Yeah, this one person came up to me and they were like, "Oh, you say you're like a trans ally and this and that, but what if your kid turned out to be trans?" And I thought about it and I was like, That'll be pretty amazing because if my kid is a trans, that means I'm a transformer. I've always wanted to be Optimus Prime, Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing that I can't understand about all this is homophobia. Homophobia is such a weird word because I thought phobia meant like you're afraid of something, right? And like it just boggles my mind. How can someone be afraid of gays? Like, imagine a baby in the bed being like, "Mommy, mommy, check for monsters under the bed," and the mommy's like, "We checked under the bed, it's fine." And he's like, "Oh, but what about the monster in the closet?" Yeah, I'm single, as you guys can tell, right? So I was, yeah, a friend of mine. He asked me to, yeah, a friend of mine. He asked me to go to this bar with him, and I went to this bar, and I was like, this was before COVID, so I was like excited to meet like this, like new people, and I see this girl, right, like very fit and like beautiful girl, and she has like the best, like most muscular legs I've ever seen, and I'm like, wow, you know. But I'm not like that. I'm a traditional type of boy, I look more for like the personality than the legs. So I was like, now let me try to solve this problem. What do I say? So I went to her. I said, global warming. She said, what? I said, I just wanted to break the ice. Yeah, but we ended up talking about global warming and how like the temperature rising causes like the the solubility of carbon dioxide in the oceans to change. So yeah, we had great chemistry together. But anyway, so I wanted to get to know more about her. So I asked her, "What do you do?" And she said, "I work in one of the top American companies." And I was like, "Wow, that's like so interesting. Tell me more about your work." And she's like, "Yeah, it's all incentive based." And I'm like, "Ooh, that sounds difficult." And she's like, "No, but it's I work as much as I want." And I'm like, "But the work must be like really tough, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, the work is tough, but I get to travel for work." So I was like very impressed by her, and yeah, so it was nice, and we went back to her place, and as soon as I opened the door, I realized I messed up because under her bicycle helmet, I saw she had an Uber Eats bag. Yeah. So yeah, and thank you guys are making it so easy. Thank you. uh, um, yeah. Anyway, so after that, I still thought, I'm not that superficial. I'm still a nice guy, and it's fine. She didn't technically lie to me. So yeah, we went inside. We were like talking for a bit, and yeah, it's like when the conversation is good, sometimes you lose track of time. I felt like I could connect with her better than like I've connected with any other girl. It was like I felt like it was a bro, and it was so nice. It was like the conversation was like so amazing that I feel like I went back in time. Like I started it off as a Homo sapien, but by the end I was a Homo erectus. Yeah. Anyway, so it's heating up, and I don't know. It was just like one of those moments where she was coming close to me, and I was like, this is a bit fast for me. I'm a like traditional type of guy, so I like grabbed her hair. I pulled a little bit, and her wig came off. So both of our glaciers melted at that moment, and I realized I should take more time to learn about the people and not rush into situations, or I can get penalized for that. But yeah. Anyway, I don't want you guys to think I'm like shallow or anything. I have feelings and I think about deep things too. You know, it's not all just this bullshit all the time. So just yesterday, I was drinking this cup of coffee, right? I was looking at it and I was thinking about all the exploitation of children that goes on in coffee plantations, and yeah, it left a very bitter taste in my mouth. No, but seriously, I had trouble sleeping at night. Yeah, I have made the decision that I'm no longer going to drink coffee after 2 p.m. So yeah, I have more jokes, but I'm getting kind of tired. So thank you, and thanks for laughing.
All right.